my experience going on the show as an XD fan. So basically, the show is a music show in Korea, and you can go by buying tickets, but those are the seated tickets. I went as part of like the allotted fan for the K-pop group performing on the show, which is the group XD. And now each group that performs gets a certain number of fans that they can bring into the show, like to support them. I will say there is a height limit. So they told us it was 165, and they, as in like the fan manager, not the show staff themselves. The show staff doesn't really talk to us. The show staff talks to the fan manager, and the fan manager talks to us. And so she said the cutoff was 165. I am like 163, but like with shoes 165, but I was also wearing like slightly high goofy shows. So I didn't really think that I was gonna get on, but more about that later. Before the actual show recording, they XD did a little mini fan meeting, which was so cute, so cute. Basically, it's so unserious, but it just involves like us sitting on the street, like not the street, but there's an area outside, right? And so we just sat on the ground and then waited for XD to show up. And the car drives by, they pop out of the car, and they're carrying stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder what it is. Because for Simply K-pop, they handed us little desserts. I'm like, oh my god, they got us food again. Guys, they got us yuajong, which is essentially frozen yogurt. I don't even know the exact, like, I think it's just frozen yogurt, but like frozen yogurt with so many toppings. Oh my gosh.
유화정 그 시간 기다립니다. 조금만 기다려주세요.
네, 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
너무 맛있겠다. 이거 완전 풀 토핑 아니냐고. 이거.
And other than that, they also had little broadcast photo cards that they handed, each member handed out the broadcast photo cards themselves, and it was so sweet.
쉐리.
Oh, yo, thank you. Thank you. 감사합니다. 아, 왜? 오늘 화이팅. 감사합니다. 오빠. Thank you.
Again, I repeat this so much, but they are their own company now. They don't have a company supporting them, so this was all with their own money. And yeah, and then there was a little photo time session, and everything was chill. After a little mini fan meeting, there's a little break time, and then everyone who wants to, well, we all had like our numbers, right, of who basically applied for the event first, and it was a limit of 10 people. I think in the end we got like 13 or so people in, because I think our fan manager went to go ask if we could just have some extra slots. There is a height limit of 165 for the standing. I heard another group, I think for like, were they the UIU group, like for their fans, they were told 170, but I'm not exactly sure. And then we lined up, so I'm just like the whole time like walking without straightening out my knees, like deathly afraid there's gonna be one of those bar things that I like hit my head on, and they're like, no, you cannot go in. And then I just start crying outside, like laying on the floor, like wah wah. Because I wanted to go support, because also I'm just like loud as fuck, you know, so very, very good for fan chants. Loud ass bitch. But yeah, my main thing is like, you think you're going to like have fun. No, you are going to prepare to just shout your brains out for the fan chant and like for the cheering and all that, because you want the people who are watching the live show to hear like this is a group that has support, even though there's only like 10 people there. And two, you want all the other fans to hear that, like, you know, we are here to support this group, because there's like a mix of like, how many, like 8 or so different group and their fans. But yeah, I somehow managed, there was no bar, I think they're just like using an eye estimate, and I managed to go in, and it's all standing. So the seats are the sold tickets, and then we have like the standing, it's a little pit area, you kind of just line up, go inside, and then like find a place to stand. So we all like kind of stood together us as in like all the XD fans kind of stood together. And then we had two people that were like way too tall, and I ended up spotting them like being in the seated section. So I think some of the seated section are for the fans that are too tall too, I guess. It's just so unserious. Like height limitations, man. And then for the show, the interesting thing is that the MCs are standing like facing away from the pit fans. So they are facing, they're like, so if we're like, if the pit fans are here, and then the seating fans are here, the MCs stand like here, and then facing the fans that are seated and the camera that's there. So the whole time, like I just like we could not see the MCs at all, and I'm like, damn, I want to like get a look at like Xiaojun. Like I just want to know like what he looks like in person. One by one, the groups do their performance. Some of it is live, some of it is pre-recorded. Even for some of the pre-recorded bits, the group sometimes will come out and just like do a light performance for their fans. And then like there's a screen on the side that shows what's being broadcast, and then there's something that's there's the girls or boys in front of us that are doing the dance. Also, like, so many people are so young on stage. Like, they are tiny. I'm just like, and then XD came on, and I'm like, yay! We did the fan chant. We killed it. We absolutely killed it. Like, if you listen to the live broadcast, you cannot tell there's only 10 of us there screaming for our life. You think there's, oh wow, there's so many people. No, there's only 10 of us screaming for our life. But yeah, we did our best. And then the boys go off, and more performances, and then everyone comes back on for the grand, like the finale, the winner announcement, all that, right? And so the boys come back on, everyone comes back on, and we end up like not being able to see them because they're all the way like way back behind. I think because they were one of the first to perform, so they were the last to go on stage, and they're all the way behind. And during like certain parts, you can see like in the broadcast, like them jumping up to be like, ah, hi, like trying to be seen. And we're at the bottom joking of like, you see, like we're worried about our heights being too tall, and then they're too short. All jokes. They are average height. But and then N.Flying were announced as winners, which is really sweet because I think they haven't had a first in a very long time, and so the members were very emotional. And then we got to watch the encore with the guy singing. If you guys saw the show, that episode, like one of the members goes off and comes back as a snowman, and they're spraying fake snow, and like they're almost crying and we're almost crying. It was so much. But yeah, the show was fun. Again, I think if you're really there to like watch the performances, it's a little rough, but if you're there to show support for the groups you love, then it's really awesome to go and get this chance. Cool. That's it.